not seen you in a while with this kind of video, which is fucking amazing. I'm batching right now. I'm batching my content because I'm going to Vienna in 2 days. So that's quite a nice update. As you can see, I'm a little more happy compared to my last video or two. So yeah, that's today we are nerding out a little bit. Like, not the typical I did before, like the academic vibes. We're doing a little more nerdy internet, more internety type thing. This is Final Fantasy Freddy's, the original trilogy of books, except I do have the third one, but I have not finished it, so this is, you gotta do with the two first ones. And also because this is like a psychological overview and analysis, because like the third one is like really sci-fi science fiction, like it's touching on science fiction at this point. But yeah, this series, like Final Fantasy Freddy's, has been in my life for quite literally the last 7 years. Maybe touching on 8. I think it's touching on 8 actually. I got into it before COVID. I think to 18. I think I did get it in 2018. And I've owned this book. This one specific, like as you can see, has been well loved. I had this since 2022. I got it for my birthday, and I've read it multiple times since. It means a lot to me. So you can see also this one. That's coffee. This is like that part where I start reading actually. Okay, I mean, yeah, like there's the books I talked about that got me into reading in the first place, but like these are one of the books I've read like for the first time, like when I was 12, 11, like that is crazy. Like the age gaps between teenagers are crazy. But yeah, the thing is that I'm a really big fan of the original trilogy. To be honest, I fucking dislike Tales from the Pizzaplex and Fazbear Frights. I don't like them. It's probably because I don't like horror in your typical sense. I really love psychological horror. So horror, yeah. So that's why I tend to gravitate towards this series compared to the rest of the books. And yeah, let's get into it. The Silver Eyes was released in 2015 and Twisted Ones 2017. There's a 2-year gap. Like the thing is that I know this came out like just recently. And I think I remember when the Fourth Closet came out, but yeah, like it's nostalgic. Okay, I believe that Surprise came out 2015, which is strange, like 2 years or a year after FNAF 1 came out. Bullshit, what the fuck? 2020? What the fuck? Guys, I did my research wrong! I just said fucking bullshit. Hold on, let me... Okay, this does not make sense. This is copyrighted 2020 and this is copyrighted 2017. I don't even know. I think that 2015 is correct, but like it's weird. Okay. We are fucking up with the release dates. I don't even know anymore. Okay, but like, stop this little waffle about the actual books and now let's get into the plot because Charlie, which is the main character in the books, like the thing is that I have like a fucking love. Like as a gacha FNAF kid, I grew up with like Henry, Emily, and Charlie, and her brother. I'm not sure if I remember his name. I don't think I remember his name. What is it here? He's not there. Like I don't know his name, but like basically, it's like and her twin brother. Like I'm used to it because it was a big thing in the gacha community, like Friday's gacha community, gacha club, gacha life. It was like those Emily family meets, Aston family, things like that. But yeah, like this is like culturally significant for me. But yeah, it's like the plot is like of the Silver Eyes is just their like return to like honor their friend that has been murdered by William Afton in the pizzeria. I think like what 10 years later, I believe. Yeah, 10 years later, like 10 years after the kids were murdered, they just gonna visit. And then they find the restaurant and they like discover who William is. Like it's like your typical FNAF timeline. It's fucking typical. But yeah, like there's the story is not like mind blowing. Like if you're not into Five Nights at Freddy's, you're not gonna enjoy it. Maybe if you like horror, but like if you're not into FNAF, you're not gonna like this. This is just like FNAF indulgent, but like who doesn't like FNAF? There's so many FNAF larpers though. Like especially on TikTok, like someone was like about Golden Freddy, and they say, "Oh, that's Fredbear." Bitch, are you retarded? Okay. Oh. I don't think you can say that anymore. Okay, I'm sorry. In my language, it's not as emphasized as the R word is less emphasized in my like as a bad word in my language than in English. Sorry. It's a habit. I need to get it. I'm so ableist. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. No, like the key points of like the Silver Eyes is like when Charlie tries to remember her twin brother that also got murdered, her memory warps. And that's like a big message into life. Like your memory is gonna like one of the biggest things you can do in your life is just never trust your memory. That's why journaling works, like you or taking photos works or making videos works. Because you capture the reality of something as you experience it instead of relying on your memory, because memory is gonna warp and you're gonna forget a lot of things. Like human memory is not a reliable source of information and never will be. Because personal stigma and beliefs are gonna in fact warp the way you see the world and the reality of what actually happened. So you never know what actually happened. Also, the big thing is like, for example, if you're trauma, it's gonna get attached. Like another like mental health tip. I think I'm just giving life advice now at this point, but like the thing is that trauma is gonna get attached to quite literally anything. Like it's gonna be attached to items, it's gonna live in your walls. Like personal example, like right now at this desk I'm sitting at, I got my ass whooped by my mom so many times, and it's not even funny. Like, if I hear one more time, oh, that's just the culture, bro. If it was just the culture, I would not have a fucking eating disorder and suicidal ideation now. Brother, get the fuck out of here. Like, about like when you hear someone say, oh, they did that to me and I turned out fine. How about the kids that didn't turn out fine? How about the kids that did not survive? Either because they got killed or they killed themselves. Stop that. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, but like trauma is gonna get attached to items as much as memories. Like in the room, like I know there's the doll, there's like Stan. I remember Stanley. That's like the little unicorn she has in her room, like the one on the train tracks. Like Theodore, I believe was his name. That was like the plushy. Like memories are gonna get extremely attached to anything. Like the thing is, trauma and memories, they are like stench of cigarettes. It's gonna cling on into anything and it's gonna stay there for years, especially if it's repeated. That's like the analogy I like to think of. And also, another thing is like the contrast. Okay, and also another like little thing I noticed looking back at Five Nights at Freddy's. And not just Five Nights at Freddy's, like I've been rewatching the Cawthon files recently. That has been interesting actually. Because like in generally analog or horror, it's like you have these cute little things or basically like entertainment, and but like the longer you look at it, it looks more and more strange and unsettling. So that's pretty much, it's just uncanny valley, and it's one of the best things that ever happened to horror. Like, that's one of the reasons I dislike Poppy Playtime. First, it's a stolen game. I'm gonna put a research video in the Dropbox. Like, supporting that claim because it was in fact stolen and just the people behind it are not good people. Like, it's such an overhyped game, and no, there's not separating the game from the artist. Because the game is just shit. Like, remember when Eros was dunking on, like, the Garden of Banban? Because it's, like, copy-paste horror, or, like, mascot horror. Like, yeah, and Poppy Playtime just happens to have a big-ass budget, bro. Or, like, and it's still an indie game, but, like, we need to get more used to criticizing indie games. Yeah, but like the thing I dislike about Poppy Playtime is that like the characters are cute. Like the characters, it's just shit. Like, I mean, it's decent for the game or the kind of game it is. But like, it doesn't have that uncanny value that any other horror game has. Like Slenderman, Slendytabbies, original Five Nights at Freddy's. For example, specifically what I like to say is, as an example, is Cawthon Files or Five Nights at Freddy's Strange Mobile Port, like the Russian one. It's just, it has this uncanny valley value that Poppy Playtime does not have. It's just, I miss the old FNAF. Like, I'm being really like pragmatic here, but like, it should have ended after Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. I'm not the kind of person that's gonna stand pre a PCR simulator. I'm not the kind of person that's gonna say it should have ended at 3 because my friend game's sister location. But like Pizzeria Simulator and Hellbounded and FNAF World are like the golden era, like pre-Security Breach. Security Breach was dog shit, and it's still dog shit. And I'm gonna get attacked in the comments by someone with a Sundrop profile picture. I'm gonna get fucking doxed or something. Oh my god, okay. I'm having some strong opinions today. That's what we are here for. Like, this is a review, kind of. Yeah. Somehow I have more notes on the second book than the first one. I don't know. Okay, okay. Okay, like the thing about the Twisted Ones is that after like everything that happened in Silver Eyes, like in the Twisted Ones, Charlie mourns like quite literally everything, and she mourns her father that committed suicide. Actually, Henry's suicide is one of the coolest ones I've ever seen in media. Like, okay, when you look at, for example, movies, where you have, for example, Black Swan, she stabs herself with a piece of glass. When you have Dead Poet Society, where he shoots himself. When you have Daisy from Girl Interrupted, she hangs herself. Virgin Suicides. Those are like interesting. Like, I love those movies. Those are like my whole fucking personality. But like making a fucking animatronic and stabbing yourself with it, that's pretty dope. And also, I'm so mad we didn't get more justification and more look into Henry's like way of thinking. Like, because I love exploring the mind behind suicidal characters. Like, that's why I love Black Swan. Like, you can tell what's going on, but like that's what I didn't like about Girl Interrupted and Daisy. Like, we didn't see it into her head much. And even in the book, like, she's just like, well, too little described. Like, there's a trauma with her dad, but like it's weird. I just want more Daisy. That's my point. But like, yeah, so Henry's suicide was pretty cool in the book. And basically, Charlie copes by I believe it's her making. Like, animatronics is like two heads talking to each other, trying to hold a conversation. That's what I believe. That's like how she copes. And I can understand that because, as I mentioned, memories and trauma seep into items. So if she's missing something, which is just her father and her old life, she's gonna do the things that are associated with it. So making animatronics, it's like such a good detail. Yeah, then someone gets fucking murdered, and then there's an investigation. Like, the thing is, I don't like thrillers. I don't like crime. I like true crime, but I don't like crime fiction. Because it's just like, most of it is just repetitive. It's like, I mean, like, one book I may be interested in is like that one book where you try to discover the killer. I think the name is Alice is Not the Murderer. I think it's something like that. It's something in those ways, like a workbook. It's so cool though. Yeah, but I don't like the investigation part of the whole thing. I mean, yes, we get Dave, aka William, which is pretty cool, but like, there's just so much content about the investigation. It's fucking boring. I want more animatronics. I want more murder scenes. Like, the action. It's like in action, I believe. Like, there could be more. But there's also a lot of like remembering, and just like the atmosphere of the books is so good. Like anytime I reread some of the passages that I like remember, I have like distinct memories attached to them. Like I can live in the moment because like the scenes that, like for example when they go for like a dinner, like in the first book, to like agree and see each other after the 10 years, it's just like so cool. Like I feel like I'm in the diner with them. But yeah, the thing is that Charlie developed PTSD, and that's why she copes. But she doesn't have terrible coping mechanisms. It's like it's decent, but like it's also not. What the fuck? I cannot read my notes. Control? Control build. I don't know what I meant by that. I mean, maybe she's trying to get back control. I don't remember noting that. I don't remember she was obsessive about control. Maybe she was. I don't know. I need to reread that. Oh, there's the illusion discs. Oh my god, yeah! Okay, I remember now. Like, the illusion discs were such a big thing in like the FNAF gacha community, like fucking giant. Like everyone had like this dark circle with like either red or green color on it, and they were like when it clicked, it was like you transform. It was like that's the golden age of the FNAF gacha community. That's like the golden age. I miss it so much. I need fan fiction. Like that was peak fan fiction. Okay. But yeah, it's just so cool. Like how like stimulating your senses can change your perception. Like literally, your environment defines who you are. That's the thing. Like if you live in dog shit, you're gonna feel like fucking dog shit. That's like, yeah, that's life lessons. I'm a little hyped for this video. I hyped myself up a little bit. I'm so happy about my hair. So yeah, clean up your fucking room. Dare you? Put this video on, watch it again, and clean your fucking room. That's. And yeah, that's all. I mentioned already Uncanny Valley. So I mean, yeah, this, like, considering this is like a book about the most like one of the nerdiest fandoms on the internet, because of basically Scott gave us nothing about lore. Like literally the lore, literally like I believe game theory wrote these books because of the theories. Like Scott just watched the theories and was like, yeah, that works. Let's make like, you said it's canon, or you think it's canon. I'm gonna make it canon. That's how I think the whole FNAF lore started existing. So yeah, it like these books. Like if you are in the fandom, I really and you're like if you are a FNAF LARPer, there's nothing wrong with that. You can LARP as much as you want. LARPing is not a bad thing, but if you're a LARPer, please read these. Your experience is gonna get 10 times better. You're gonna get more insight. You can apply it to your own life. Maybe you'll relate to the characters. Maybe you just love the franchise. But this is just a worthy read. As I said, I'm gonna rank the books based on if they are brilliant or not. The story is not brilliant, but the memories that come with it, for me, dating 4-5 years back, are fucking brilliant. And that's I'm gonna leave you on that. No, love you. Good night.